granddaddy didn't take a to the back. Not accepted by the ghetto. I don't give a praise God, I can see the light. Everybody talk about race this, race that. I wish I could erase that, face facts. Everybody people, everybody bleed, everybody needs some. Everybody love, everybody know how it go. Everybody people, everybody bleed, everybody need.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. This is Madden 18 on EA Sports. We've got a good one on tap today, and there's going to be two quarterbacks ready to get it done on the gridiron. It's Keenum's Vikings going up against Bortles' Jaguars.
Larry, the fans in teal and black are ready to lock down the bank as you get a look inside Everbank Field in Jacksonville, Florida. A few minutes prior to us coming on air, this crowd was jolted into action with the introduction of these Jaguars. They're set for football as the Jags are ready to match up with the Minnesota Vikings. Here's Kai Forbath now to get us started. And off we go from Jacksonville.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Bortles on the give to Fournette, and he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Now Bortles throwing on second down. Caught right side. It's Lewis. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. Here's Bortles to throw. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive. They do go for it. It's Bortles. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Daniil Hunter able to get in and run him down for what will be a loss of 15 yards. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. A former Seminole back home in Florida. It's Dalvin Cook. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Don't forget about finding a lane there. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Probably fortunate he was able to hold on to the football.
Here we go. Here we go. Watch it now, Barney.
Kyle Rudolph, the tight end, in motion. On the give, this is their fullback. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that.
Throwing
is Keenum on third down. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on third down to bring up fourth. And this one is right down Broadway. And the Vikings have a 3-0 lead. Well, the offense got the ball in a good spot, but they went nowhere. They settled for 3.
Brandon, I think it's safe to say that was a major disappointment. Had a great opportunity, excellent field position, and did not be able to move the ball at all. Big-time letdown.
And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Jags taking over on offense here in a second. And what a season, Charles, it was for Jacksonville. Some people did like them as a dark horse coming into the year, and they really responded.
Heard recently at one of the, all-star games, college all-star games, a scout saying, well, heck, haven't they been the dark horse for the last 5 years coming into the season? And he seemed a little bit bitter, so I'm going to let him go on that one. But the point is well taken. They have been building towards this. Really good drafts, really supplemented in free agency. And, yeah, they were a dark horse, but they played awfully well. 11 wins, 2 more in the playoffs. I think right now they'd love to get Allen Robinson back at wide receiver and add another playmaking tight end.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
And Leonard Fournette impressing there with that run. It's hard to believe that no Jacksonville Jaguar has broken 1,000 yards since Maurice Jones-Drew in 2011. I think Leonard Fournette could be that guy.
Even with the ankle injury last year at LSU, still averaged 6.5 yards per carry.
And absolutely intimidated opposing defenses. A lot of guys simply didn't want to tackle him.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3. Going to throw. And that is incomplete.
You absolutely have to have this early on, right? 3rd and short, they elect to throw for it, and that's normal NFL football. They're going to throw on 3rd and short, but you've got to hit it, don't you?
Yeah, in the first quarter, like you said, to set the tone, can't connect there. Now, remember, they were unsuccessful earlier in this first quarter. Going for it on 4th. They're going to try a second time. They'll go with a big bank Fournette, and nowhere to go. He's going to be stopped behind the line. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it, and it'll be a turnover on downs. And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And a great spot to start this drive from here. On 1st and 10, Keenum. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. On 2nd down, Cook. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. He only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. And he motions the wide receiver. Throwing on third down, Keenan. And he's got Kyle Rudolph. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. So the offense has it 1st and 10. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. First down, here's the run with Cook. Same result as last play, 14 yards and another first down.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed, and he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. And the play clock becoming an issue, so Mike Zimmer's forced to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll run for it with Cook. And this is not going to do it as he's stopped at the 2-yard line. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal. So stuffed from the 2, now what?
You know me pretty well. What do you think I want here?
Play action?
Definitely. Let him get outside and create. And if he has to run it, he has a little bit more space.
And the big tight end shifting around. And they'll turn to a power game to try to get in. And he is unable to get in. They stop him at the line of scrimmage. They're held again, and do we have a goal line stand brewing? It's 3rd and goal. Well, they held him out on 2nd down, and now here's 3rd and goal. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter begins with the Vikings holding the football, and they'll come up looking to keep this drive moving. Well, they held him out on 2nd down, and now here's 3rd and goal. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great play there. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead.
Well, they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times that's a passing play.
And the kicker just has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
Forbath out to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Before the offense changes hands here, let's look back at the Super Bowl February 5th. What a game. I know you were there calling it offensively, though. Impressive on both sides.
It certainly was, and let's face it, if you're in Minnesota, it's cold outside, but you talk about the offenses, they heated up in a big way. How about Nick Foles? The backup quarterback turned MVP, 373 yards, 3 touchdowns, and, of course, the big one receiving on the Philly special.
Quite a story. As you and I were talking about off-air, it was just a fluid game, not a lot of penalties, just really clean play.
Exactly the type of game the NFL needed for the audiences at home watching the game and, of course, people in attendance. A really well-played game.
Now Leonard Fournette. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well.
The good old toss play, and this time they go to the left side, so give a lot of credit to the offensive line. Center, guard, tackle, able to seal that side, but the guy that we don't give enough credit to, wide receivers. They have to do a great job of blocking downfield, otherwise that play can be spilled in the backfield. In this case, everyone handled their responsibility.
Oh, Fournette loses it. It's out, and the Vikings pick up the football. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
Following the fumble recovery, Keenum out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
Second down, here's Keenum. On the catch, it's Jarius Wright. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. First carry for a Central Florida alum, Latavius Murray. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
I once had a defensive player in the NFL tell me, if I beat and dominate the guy across from me, I'm helping my team. Well, winning one-on-one battles is always a part of the game, but when you have good team defense, as we just saw there, one broken tackle, but he didn't get away because the rest of the guys arrived to put him on the ground.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. After the run, Keenum going to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
First down, Murray. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
You and I both know that you don't really truly replace Adrian Peterson, but Latavius Murray is a really good back. Similar running styles, too. Won't wear the same number, we know that. But when you see him run, you might see a little bit of that in him, upright with some power.
From the red zone, it's Keenum. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again. That's not only Adam Thielen, that's the Pro Bowler Adam Thielen, who had 91 catches this year and over 1,200 yards, a career high.
We always look for great stories when we do games. Is there a better one this season than Adam Thielen in terms of where he came from to make a Pro Bowl roster as a receiver for the Minnesota Vikings? Lightly recruited out of high school, ends up at Mankato State, which is now known as Minnesota State Mankato.
And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. A great effort there with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead. He's got it, and it's 17-0. Forbath out to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And now nothing but green ahead of him. He's at the 30. 10. Touchdown, Jaguars. Corey Grant, 105 yards. And the Jaguars get a score closer.
Well, he made the right choice by result, but a little bit surprising because now with touchbacks coming back to the 25 instead of the 20, when guys fielded that deep in the end zone, I think most coaches want them to take a knee.
Yeah, it's resulted in more kneel downs. Not right there. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. Back with more from Jacksonville. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back after this. Keenum now on first down. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. Give him 3 on the play, and it'll make it a second down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Now a play fake, and it's Keenum. Sliding out of the pocket, finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he is out of bounds, getting it across the 30-yard line. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. Now Keenum. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll be knocked down sideways. A good pickup there on first as the screen pass gets him 8.
The screen was executed and completed, but where's the worry on the play? How many times is a quarterback going to get hit? Because offensive linemen have to do an acting job of making sure it looks like they're whiffing on blocks. But you got to slow them down a little bit, because if you don't, that's a lot of big guys coming at your quarterback in a big, fast way. And boy, he can get hurt.
And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down, keep the sticks moving.
And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Shift together here from the D-line. Here's Keenum now on second down. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he's brought down. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes it's quite a surprise to a guy playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs, and let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but yeah, from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long. Now it's Keenum. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. He hit his first. Now this from 43. And Forbath will put this one through. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Well, Larry, I know it's late there in Orlando. This is a school night. Folks eager to get right back to the action here in the 3rd quarter. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Now come the Vikings. They'll have it first on offense as we begin the 3rd. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team. That their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12.
Green 39! Green 39!
From the gun, here's Keenum. Flush to his right. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
I think we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
The Vikings on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Working from the gun, Keenum. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, helped force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers.
No, check, Patriot!
Here we go on 4th with Keenum. And this is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Jags take over in terrific field position. Trying to get the run game going. This is Fournette. He's able to get 6. A nice pickup down to the 21.
Let's talk a little football 101 here because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge differences we know between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Here comes the D swarming to the line. On second down, here's Fournette. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Fournette, a first down carry. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
Inside the red zone, and that means don't come away from there with anything less than 3 points, but everyone's thinking about 6. They're trying to get to the end zone. They decide to run a toss. Big people up front being mobile and moving, and a running back trying to follow behind them to find yardage, and that's exactly what he did.
They'll toss it to Fournette. And a big collision there as he winds up flat on his back at the 8-yard line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And they're going to have a third down. To throw, it's Bortles. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a fourth down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on fourth down. Now they'll send a tight end in motion left. And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. Corey Grant, his second touchdown of the night. And the Jaguars have cut it back within a score. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
And now out comes Minnesota. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on fourth down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. Now Cook running right. Always got some breathing room. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Now Keenum. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down.
Whenever we meet with coaches and they always talk about wanting to establish running the football, it's oftentimes with a good tight end who can control the line of scrimmage and the point of attack, and they're becoming...
Allen Robinson, kiss him goodbye. Touchdown, Jaguars. Allen Robinson, 49 yards. And the Jaguars are an extra point away from taking the lead. Lambeau to add on the extra point. And that one puts them on top here in the third. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. And now out comes Minnesota. Their lead, they have seen it evaporate completely after such a good first half. They've been shut down here in the third quarter.
Searching for answers, trying to figure out what it's going to take to get back to where they were before. The big part of it is that sometimes you don't have to go exotic now. You go back to basics. Being able to run the football, string some things together, some effective passes, try and get a rhythm established again, and try and get back in the lead.
Back in the lead, like you said, back to the basics. Second down and a little ways to go here. 2nd and 13. Play action. Keenum. And unable to connect on the long pass. It falls down incomplete. The intended receiver was Laquan Treadwell. And it's 3rd down. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. To throw, it's Keenum. That's caught by Treadwell. And he's got the first down, yardage before being taken down at midfield. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10.
Let's go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. So nothing there. I don't know that that's all in the back, though. You got to look at blocking there, don't you?
I would agree with that totally. At some point, they have to win at the point of attack. Instead, it was the defense getting it done again and holding them to no gain. It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. From midfield, here's Keenum. Being chased out left. Now, wide open, complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Jerick McKinnon, 50 yards. And the Vikings are able to strike for 6. Forbath to add the extra point. And that'll make this a 6-point game. Forbath out to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
But it's okay in terms of mindset. Because they scored the last time, they're not quite as worried about being down on the scoreboard because now their confidence is a little bit higher. They feel like they've got something going, and they feel like they can attack again and put more points on the board.
Are you scoreboard watching if you're the offense, or are you just focused on this drive?
We wouldn't be telling the truth if we said that they didn't scoreboard watch. Everyone does it to some extent. But you've got to set it aside right now and just focus on this series. That'll take care of the scoreboard if they punch it into the end zone.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. A big one there for the Jags. 18 yards, 1st down. In motion left goes a tight end. So the D-line's going to spread out. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and... Back now in Jacksonville. It's Jaguar football, but a little work to do for them. They trail here as we start the 4th. pitch to Fournette. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville.
But there's a reason he was the first running back taken. You saw the ability there, the ability to be physical and get downhill. And how about him breaking off a nice gain there?
There's some Adrian Peterson comparisons out there now. That's high praise. Do you think that they're warranted?
Running style, very similar.
And down inside the 15 he goes. That's 30 yards now in the last two plays. Back-to-back 15-yarders. And they're rolling. Into the red zone. It's Bortles. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
Well, that plays a statistic that's going to go on the defensive team stat sheet. Won't necessarily reflect in ours, right, the overall game sheet. But you and I know that they keep count on pressures, hits on quarterbacks, all those things, hoping to increase that throughout the game. And here we are in the fourth quarter, and they got a big one.
Yeah, and such a close game, a very big one. Bortles will try again on second down. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Everson Griffin able to drop him for a loss of a couple. He didn't get rid of the football there, took the sack, although that's easier said than done. He can't just chuck the thing sideways into the seats.
No, he really can't because you're not afforded total protection as a quarterback. You have to get outside of the tackle boxes as defined by the NFL, meaning wherever your tackles operate normally, get outside of that, and the ball that you throw has to get back to at least the line of scrimmage. Otherwise, you face an intentional grounding call.
And this is going to be incomplete.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow him to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let him get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up fourth. So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. And Lambeau will put this one through. And that will bring the deficit back down to 3. All right, so this one's now back within a field goal. And if anybody tells you they see how this one's going to end, I'd have to say they're probably lying, Charles.
And this game's had more twists and turns than a good mystery novel. And I have a feeling we've got a few more twists and turns in store for us before they shake hands here.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Brandon, it's all about pace and tempo now for them. They've got the advantage, so I'm going to put musical terms for you. You don't want to go prestissimo. That's too quick, too lively, right? But you also don't want to slow it down too much. You don't want to go lento. What you really want to be is moderate.